Well, hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for February 2025. Let's get your theme card for the month and see what we're doing. Anxiety, great! So we're anxious about something. Something is causing us a huge amount of anxiety, stress, and we're worrying about it much of the time. Now the good news is with this card, even though we have some anxiety going on in your life, the storm on this picture is passing, right? So all storms pass. Basically the message, yes, you're spending a lot of time thinking about something, but this storm too shall pass. Okay. Let's get some tarot cards around that and see what this is about. Oh, wow. Actually, this is pretty good. I can see why you're anxious because looks like there's some big changes coming into your life. And I've got the Hanged Man in here and the Ace of Rods, new beginnings, and time to take a leap of faith with that Fool card there. But I've got an Empress here. I've got abundance. I've got some really good stuff going on here. I think that there's going to be an offer coming your way. Now, it's probably going to be around work or movement, housing. Something's coming in, and what it does is it changes everything, and your life is not going to be the same after this. It's a great opportunity. Are you thinking of changing career or how you're making your money? Because I really like what this is doing. Yes, it's different. Of course, you're going to be anxious about this. If this is what you're spending time thinking about, and I've got a Nine of Swords in here too, you're keeping yourself awake at night thinking about this, thinking. I feel like I'm looking at a situation here where you're spending a lot of time, maybe you're anxious at work anyway, and it's time for you to go for something else. This is saying, yes, do that. If an offer comes in around work and you don't know what to do about it, this is also a yes. Yes, go and do it. It's time for you to take a leap of faith. Now, when it comes to your feelings and your emotions, I also need you to take a leap of faith around that as well. I've got a little hint of love at the end of this spread too, and I think that it could be really good for you to open yourself up to any new opportunities that are coming around love and romance. Maybe you've been a bit closed off, maybe you don't care anymore, maybe you think it's not happening for you. There's so many reasons why we cut ourselves off from finding love, but this has got a really nice opportunity at the end of February, which I'd love for you to take. So there's a couple things going on here. First of all, work and money and career opportunities, movement, and then also love. So there's quite a few subjects I'm covering under this umbrella here of these new opportunities. So it could be one of those things, it could be all of those things. And if it is all of those things, then no wonder you're anxious, because that's a lot to worry about and think about. Okay? But you're going to be fine. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Huge. Just huge. So again, we're coming into taking a leap of faith. When we release soul patterns, these are things that are part of us, right? Patterns, contracts, and past lives. We all have a contract when we come down into this life, but we also have contracts from the past lives, and we bring all that shit from the past lives with us into this new life when we should be just starting this one fresh, where we left off from the last one. And this is like, we've got to let that shit go. And like, I don't expect you to know what your contract was in your past life. We don't need to know. We just need to stop cycles and patterns. So if you are having a work situation that's going around in circles and causing you anxiety, it's time for you to unbound yourself from that and start something new and different and take a leap of faith. Imrana, where are you being called to journey to? Okay, so what's the calling? Is this what's stressing you out? There's something about you that's not satisfied. You feel a deep sense of unease, or that I'm not living the life I'm supposed to be living. That's actually quite common. And then where are you being called to journey to? Is it to another place? Is it to another job? Is it to another person? Where is your soul calling you to go? Oh, that's a big one. And sometimes that's really difficult. And again, I'm coming back to taking leaps of faith. Again, that's hard too. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Again, we're letting go. We're moving forward. We're unbinding ourselves from things from the past and what needs to change. So instead of keeping yourself in this pattern of anxiety about what your life is doing and where you're going and what you're doing, let's just forget all of that and start fresh from this moment. And what do you want to do with your life now? It's never too late to start fresh. Never, ever, ever too late to start fresh. There's one thing I know, it's that. You're never too old. It's never too late. It's never anything. You can change your life in an instant. You just have to decide to do it. Okay, Scorpio, repeating patterns. Bloody hell. Okay, so again, we're repeating patterns. Scorpio, come on. Patterns. We have to break them, especially if it's not working for you. And it isn't working for you because I've got anxiety as the first card. So we have to be aware of what patterns you need to break. Break the cycle. Releasing patterns. What needs to change? Can I say enough? The Hanged Man, it's time to make change. The Fool, it's time to take a leap of faith. I could be talking about anything. As I said before, this could be so many things. But what are the things that you keep repeating and keep failing at it because you're just doing the same thing over and over? Okay, dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. Okay, what is it that your soul is calling you to do? And we're just going to head that direction. Take a leap of faith. Take the first step, for God's sake. Just do something, anything, because you are trapped in a cycle of stress and anxiety. Change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. Okay, so change is on the horizon. This could actually be the move of a house, a relocation, a residential relocation as well. So where do you need to move to? Is your house too small? Do you need to move? Do you need to downsize? Is your house too big? Are you sick of where you live and you want to just move somewhere else? Do you want to go somewhere closer to the ocean, closer to the mountains, out into the country, back to the city? What do you need to do? What do you need to change when it comes to location-wise as well? Reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. So yeah, reflect on your life. What are the patterns? What's not worked for you? And what do you need to let go of? And then move forward from there. I know it sounds easy when I say it. It's not that simple, but we can do it. And Scorpio, it is February, which is Valentine's Day month. So I am picking a love card for you as well. Oh, sexual union. Honour the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Well, okay, so we have a sexual union coming into your life as well. Maybe you're stressed out about that too. You're having some issues in the bedroom and it's time for you to just get shit done. I don't know, take a leap of faith, jump into something. Are you putting stuff off? Is there a pattern you need to break when it comes to intimacy? Maybe you don't let people get close enough to you and you need to let people come in and be with you and find the true bliss in coming together with another person. It's an interesting card. When I think about sexual union, I think about all the other things that means. It's not just about the sex, it's about being open and letting someone in and just bearing your soul with that person and finding bliss when you are together with someone in that intimate way, but letting someone into your life intimately. Maybe it's time for you to do that as well. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, Scorpio, that is it for February for you. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.